Question first, how long did you guys spend on your presentation roughly, or did you take time off work? Did you do it at nights?
We
Did you have someone else do it?
Doing it till 12:30, 12:45 last night, and we got together at 9 to start rehearsing.
Okay. So how many total hours do you think? Any idea? Just curious.
On the presentation or the
Just the whole this.
The whole thing?
Oh,
a lot.
20, 30 probably.
Okay. Just curious.
I mean, yeah, 20 personally.
So first, I'll start out and just throw some things, maybe some ideas you could improve on, and what you did well, and then others will chime in also. One is be a little bit more articulate sometimes in the words you use. We heard a lot of kinda and maybes. It's typically not a professional word that you would hear in front of an investment committee, right? So just clean that up a little bit. We had a couple diverse views on this. Some of us saw it as being helpful and being a team player when, one of you were answering a question and maybe struggling a little bit with it, and then someone else chimed in to help pick that person up. Some of us saw that as teamwork. Others saw that, it happened 3 times as being more of, I'm smarter than everyone else. I know this. I got this. Everyone else step aside. So I think there's a way to do it that's a little bit more professional, which I think you will typically learn as you grow in your careers. But you got to be careful to act like, pounding your chest and I know it all, and none of these other guys do. So there's just a way to handle that, maybe a little bit more professionally. What you did well, presentation was very well laid out. I mean, I don't really I had no, the only complaint I had, and to be honest, because I go in front of an investment committee, and if I would have, the bound copy, if I would have gave that to them, they would have walked me out. I wouldn't even have had a chance. That's the world I live in. It can't be, you can't do this, right? It's how it's laid out. I'm just telling you. So you're lucky in one sense that we let you present, because others would have said, get out. I'm not going to hear it. Not doing it. If you can't print this right and have someone bind it correctly, get out. Okay, so that's something. I mean, it's little stuff like that you're being, as an investment banker, they're going to look at that. But the material itself, the numbers, the words, very good. Loved your summary slide here, right? Because we're going to, busy professionals, they see a lot of presentations laid out, boom, detailed, love it. Also the mitigant slide, which showed the risks and mitigants, that's great. I love seeing that, because there's any investment that is made, there's always risks. I mean, it's the world we live in, so it's good to know the mitigants. And then you try to, put a probability on the risk, and, are these mitigants real? So that was very good. Teamwork was good. The innovation, meaning you chose a 4th strategy, very good. I mean, it shows you're thinking, you're just not college kids anymore, right? You guys are professionals. You've been there, done that sometimes. It shows you can think about other things, very good. Confidence in your proposal, very articulate. That was also a plus. What am I forgetting?
I don't know. I thought it was dramatic to come out with the 4th proposal at the end, but some of us thought, well, should we have had to ask you've thrown out the 3 alternatives, so what's left? And then it's very dramatic to come out and say, well, we have a very innovative strategy. On the other hand, some of us would have liked some foreshadowing that you're coming out with something that's outside the box, that's really innovative. So, I mean, it's a judgment call even amongst us about whether this was a great way to really drive home that you were doing something really creative and innovative. Others of us would have said, well, you could have given us a hint a little earlier in your presentation that you're going to knock our socks off.
I like the way you set it up to put the 4th option last. You didn't play around to get to it. You went boom, 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 and then got to it. Maybe something up front saying, like he said, hey, bear with us here, be patient. We're gonna knock your socks off, guys. And then pop through the first three, didn't spend too much time on them, and then hit that fourth one, and we were all very impressed by that.
I will say, I will give you a great deal of credit of being creative and open to present something that the group didn't tell you to. And this, will say, going into your work environment, being fearless to say, I'm going to present something even though you didn't ask for it. And if I'm sitting here saying, I asked you for 3 things, damn it, but hey, then you don't want the value of the fourth, that's fine. But in your thought process and going through this, you demonstrated a innovative approach that allowed me to invest the same amount of capital, gain control with a minority interest in something that I hadn't thought about. So again, being fearless to say, if you believe in it, pitch it. Because everybody else, we're kind of old fuddy duddy, but there's 3 things with this. I've seen this 15 times before. Ooh, there's a fourth. If you hadn't pitched a fourth, we wouldn't be thinking about a fourth. However you're doing this and the teams that you work with, continue to, there's a different way to look at this thing. My takeaway on this, it's nice presenting everything else, first, last, middle. You gave me a different investment option that's lower risk, same amount of capital, and I get damn control of the company. We're gonna talk. So that's, at the end of the day, we're gonna talk. So, very good job, very good job.
Anything else? Great, thank you.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
job.
Appreciate it.
Good job.